There we go. Hello and welcome. My name is Zach and I am a music producer. Today I'm going to be working on Mr. Ward Nichols' song. He sent me over some ideas and some lyrics, and now it's my turn to fill it all in to bring his song to life. Sorry I haven't been present over the last several days. I've been sick with a cold. I'm still recovering, but I think I'm on the way to getting all better now. So in the meantime, what I want to do is show a little bit of what we have, and then I'm just going to keep working in real time. There's some things where I'm going to have to go back and forth from talking and then hit this low latency button and turn it on and off and whatnot. But for now, let's see if we can jump in. Super excited to check out some cool things here. So here's what we started with. Here is Ward's just starting guitar. Cool loop. I'm going to show you some of his other loops that he sent me. Ward's loops. we transformed them a little bit, but I'll show you where we started a little bit later. But for now, I want to make sure I have some time to get in everything. I changed the sound and the octave from what he originally gave me, but this ends up working out really well. Just a nice loop there. Then we have this. And the last one. Then his electric guitar. And so with all those, here's what those loops sound like, and then we'll show you what the overall song sounds like in just a second. So some nice toppers to go over our drop. Then of course we have the rest. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the vocals first to let you hear kind of what we're doing. And then after that, we'll show you kind of what I've done with some of the synths, some of the percussion. And then I have a reference track that I'm using in order to kind of problem solve. I'm probably 30% done with this song so far. And I've got lots more work to do, but this is, I want to iterate as much as I can on the first verse, first build, and first chorus, and drop. And then after that, we can spend the rest of the time copying and pasting in and then changing settings to make the song feel more alive. I'm going to send over the stream link over to Mr. Ward himself, the songwriter. But if you're here in chat, feel free to say hi. Would love to be able to talk and maybe explain some of what I'm doing. Feel free to ask questions. I'm just trying to work as best I can live to serve my clients well. So here we go. We're jumping right in. Here's a little bit of what we have. I'm going to send over that link to Mr. Ward. There we go. Then we come into the build. I actually played real drums. Then we're coming into the big drop. Here we go. 1, 2. Nice little tape stop effect. And that's all we have so far. I haven't done any of the side chaining or the pumping yet. Sorry for coughing. I'll try not to do that in the mic. We have a vocoder that we have placed in here. We'll deal with that in a little bit. But for now, I want to see if I can start iterating some of what... Actually, I guess I should play some of the vocals to give context. Here's what those sound like.
Cheap coffee and the smell of old tobacco. An unkempt house where the walls feel hollow. Noise in print, analysis falls to the floor. Searching for a life I don't need anymore.
Coming to the build.
The storm inside turned to single vision, moving the complexity from without to within. The storm inside turned to single vision, moving the complexity from without to within. I'm done chasing clouds in my head, 'cause the sun burns the wings I thought I needed to spread. Now I'm stitching the unraveling to make it made, so I can finally see the line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread. I can see the line of the golden thread.
So that's a little bit of what we have. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep producing, keep going here. I made a pad from scratch. I had to take some time to just find out how to actually modify all those settings. But here's what I came up with. I used Alchemy, reset that, found a saw, found a different saw, blended those two together, went through and adjusted some parameters here, added some unison, some extra voices. And then added some stereo spread by changing the amount of detuning on each of those voices. Put in a little bit of a filter here. And so with all of that, here's what that pad sounds like. I also used the remix effects to use the tape stop effect on this, which you can see I have automated here. That way it does that. You can also do that by taking the edge of something here. Like, for instance, this edge, you could take this and you could say, instead of fade out, you could do this slow down effect, and that would have a similar thing. Not that I would want to do that on the vocal, but just you can do that same tape stop effect through other things. So I have that at the end of these little hits. I've got to figure out a way. I may even change this bright pad to this all-in pad that I've created, and then just use some automation to make it a little darker. That way it blends a little bit better. These pads don't necessarily feel like they're part of the same song yet, but that's just one of many problems that I'm trying to solve. Check. By the way, does my voice sound okay? Am I too soft on the talkback mic? I can't tell comparatively to the music.
Storm inside turned to single vision, moving the complexity. I'm done chasing.
I hear a little pop or crack happening. I'm wondering if that's in the bass. Sounds like it, yeah. Oh, good. Glad it comes through okay. Doesn't sound like it's there. I'm gonna see if I can find where this crackling is coming from. That's where it is. That's why. There we go. Okay, I see the problem. I've got to make this a little bit less long, I think, in order to... Yep, there we go. I think I actually just solved that issue of having the crackling there in the bass. Let's see if that sounds any better. Yep, there we go. The drums are really not in a good spot yet. I literally just have some some light, just kind of, I don't know what you'd call it, like some scratch drums here, just to be a placeholder. You know, I'm actually thinking I'll go ahead and make a track stack for this and just say drums synthesize. These are ones that I find sound for in program. And then we've got, here's some of our arrangement effects, which I guess we'll do a little bit of organizing here. We'll put the drums, the electric drums or electronic drums. Instead of that, we'll put electronic drums. Here is some of our arrangement effects, which I'll drop down in here. We'll use all of these within this bus. Whoops. There we go. All right. So we've got this impact kick where it's just super long sustained kick, and then I've got a reverse on that. So when you put them together, creates a really nice big open sound. I'm thinking of playing a quick bell or something like that for a pad here, but in the meantime, what I want to do is have something hitting G and F sharp right here coming up. Something like that might be really cool. I may even elect to do that with my voice at some point and make it kind of funky and kind of really hyper processed with some distortion to almost feel like a pad of sorts. But anyways, we'll deal with that later. What I want to do for right now is work on the synths, making them feel like they're actually part of the same song. So what I can do is my all-in pad. Let's make another one of these. Let's move that automation, but I just realized we shouldn't have moved that automation. Let's undo that. There we go. Let's make that all-in pad again. What I can do is go get a EQ and start pulling some of this up. Did that work? Supposed to be high cut frequency. No, it didn't work. That's all right. All right, let's see what this sounds like. Nah, it's a little too crunchy for this section. I actually don't think I even want it. Don't even think I want it here. I think it's going to be easier for me to just simply make this pad more similar. It's just too crunchy. Let's see if we can build on this. Actually, I think that already will help that feel a little bit crunchier so that these two meet in the middle and they sound like the same pad. Yeah, it's not bad. Once I get these pads and bass within a really nice place, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually start drawing in my gain automation to have it ebb and flow with the kick and the snare, but we'll deal with that in a little bit. It's nice and thick now. I like that. I haven't done any risers yet. This is just a placeholder. It's supposed to all the way up. I think that'll be fine. I played these synth leads one by one, and what I did was I actually took my mod wheel on my keyboard, and you can see that I've pitched it up or down. Here's what it sounds like. I'll just have like a single scratch lead that I made. Whenever I played a note, I would play the note below what I needed, and then take my mod wheel, my pitch bend wheel, excuse me, on my keyboard to make it go from this pitch and then slide it up. And so I use that within the leads to kind of make it a little more interesting. Here's what all the leads sound like all together. So that's what our lead sounds like. Here's what our leads and pads sound like together. And bass. Okay, so I might need to add a little bit more life to this pad here. Not exactly sure what I want to do with this yet, but yeah, I have this crackly pad in the beginning that we'll use for the verses. It's almost got like some fire sounds to it, but I don't want to copy and paste yet. I want to iterate all of verse 1, build, chorus 1, and drop before I do anything with before I do anything with copying and pasting over verse 2, because I don't care yet about that. I want to make sure everything is good. So I have my electric guitar that I played. Then I played it again, which I think is very fitting for this. I think it sounds great. Gives it a lot of kind of vibe, and it fits perfectly with that impact kick that I showed earlier. The goal is to make this feel really smooth. So let's see what we can do. I'm not sold with the vocoder effects yet. It's not exactly what I want yet. Might have to put some distortion on it to get it where I want.
I'm done chasing clouds in my head, 'cause the sun burns the wings. I thought I needed to spread. Now I'm stitching the unraveling to make it mend, so I can finally see the light of the golden thread. The light of the golden thread.
Okay, that's not bad.
I'm done chasing clouds in my head, 'cause the sun burns the wings. I thought I needed to spread. Now I'm stitching the unraveling to make it mad.
Okay, let's see if we can get the bass rolled in. I might need to put some heavier distortion on the bass.
I'm done chasing clouds in my head.
What I did for this bass was I used octaves rather than just a single note. I played it in octaves, played the lower notes just a hair bit louder. And so I then also rolled off some of this high end, boosted some of the low in order to make it feel a little bit thumpier, because the main chord synth sounds plenty bright.
I'm done chasing clouds.
This bottom one I want to feel more like thick.
I'm done chasing clouds.
I also changed some of the settings on the formant for the actual vocoder itself. I'm using a manipulator. Have a little bit of glide on it to make it smoother between the notes. But here is, I need to figure out if I just maybe want some distortion here. Let's try it and see if this makes us feel a little bit better.
I'm done chasing clouds in my head, 'cause the sun burns the wings. I thought I needed to spread. Now I'm stitching the unraveling to make it made, so I can finally see the line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread. I'm done chasing clouds in my head, 'cause the sun burns the wings. I thought I needed to spread.
Okay, it's sounding a little better. Let me see what else I can do here. I think I want to play with the actual notes that I played on the vocoder first, because I think that that's something that's bothering me.
I'm done chasing clouds in my head, 'cause the sun burns the wings. I thought I needed to spread. Now I'm stitching the unraveling to make it mad.
Yeah, this is something we can change. Let me solo all of these so that I can keep talking. There we go.
Stitching the unraveling to make it mad.
Right here on Make It Mend, I'm going to split this so that I'm not, not actually singing the same note on this F. Make it mend. I don't want that. I want to actually have mend. So let's see if we can cut it.
Make it mad.
Whoops. Let's cut that right here. Let's go up. There we go. Let's try to see if we can make that more smooth.
To make it mad. Make it mad. Make it mad. Make it mad. So I can mad. So I can mad. So I can mad. So I can finally see the line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread.
There we go. That's a little cleaner because it's not running over the lead's notes as much. Whenever you have a vocoder, if you can avoid the lead, it makes it sound a little bit cleaner.
I'm done chasing clouds in my head, 'Cause the sun burns the wings. I thought I needed to spread. Now I'm stitching the unraveling to make it made.
It's out of time, but that's way better as far as like the smoothness of the vocoder.
Make it made.
We're gonna scoop most of these over just a little bit. I think it's just not quite lining up in the way that I want it to. Okay, here's what we can do. We can take all of these, chop them, and then we can bring them closer to this. Let's try that. Okay, little too much. Let's try that.
So I can finally see to make it made. So I can finally.
Much cleaner, yeah. We're gonna do the same thing with the end of this. Let's try that. See if we can get this vocoder lined up.
To make it made. So I can finally see the light.
Not bad. I hear a little bit of a click or a glitch here between, so let's try that.
I can finally see the line of the golden thread. The line of the golden.
Yeah. I'm wanting this just to be a little bit smoother from note to note. That's like my biggest problem so far with this vocoder. And after this is done, I think it'll make the whole, like, the entire chorus feel so much smoother.
So I can finally see the line of the golden thread. The line of the thread. The line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread. I can see the line of the golden thread.
Okay, that's a little better as far as the vocoder goes, all the way from the drop to the end of the from the beginning of the chorus to the end of the drop.
I'm done chasing clouds in my head. 'Cause the sun burns the wings. I thought I needed to spread. Now I'm stitching the unraveling to make it made. So I can finally see the line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread. I can see the line of the golden thread.
Honestly, I'm really happy with that so far. I think that's going to work out just fine. So let's go back to some of our synths. Let's see if we can get those blended. We're going to turn off the vocals for a while so I can get all of this going. I also want to, even though I don't have a voice right now, maybe I can just like sing that lead line for the verse. I don't know. Maybe that would be cool. Maybe that's what I'll do right now. That's probably a good use of my time. I'm going to classify this as just like a vocal, but I need to put this in its own channel. Let's put this underneath here. Let's do vocal vocal synth lead, sure. I know what I want to do. I just have to figure out the way to actually iterate this and get this in. So I got to put on headphones for this. Check, check. I also need to turn my headphones way up. Get this going here. I hear that we have some latency. Let me get off that latency. All right. Let's see if we can sing in this vocal lead line here. It's going to sound funny, but that's okay for right now. I'm going to leave that one as is. Nah, get that better. Close. I know it sounds funny right now. I think it'll sound really cool in a minute once you hear the context. I don't want to go that flat. I want to like pitch bend it towards the end, but not that much. Maybe half step fall instead of whole step. Okay, we're going to keep it for right now. We're going to try it. Let's get rid of all the extra space in here. Easy enough. Let's get these just quickly edited so there's no extra noise. Got it. All right. So the next thing we need to do is transform that from, instead of just me going, that's just not going to work in context. So what we need to do, check. Oop, sorry, I don't want to clip there. We got to make that super crazy in the back. So let's get some EQ here. We're going to take care of some of the EQ. We're going to take out some of this low stuff. We didn't sing anything low, so that's fine. All right. Fine for right now. We might have a little bit of nasality in that tone, especially because I'm sick. Let me hear it. Yeah, we want that out. Much better. The other thing that I can do is, I forgot, I should certainly be using flex pitch on this to get it tuned up to how I want. The edge of this needs to be more in tune. Okay, the first one's good for right now. I don't mind that there's a little bit of oscillation and vibrato. Okay, we're just gonna knock those into tune real quick. Gonna bring the beginning of that a little more in tune. Okay, last one. Same thing here. We're gonna bring the beginning of that a little bit more in tune. Bring that slide down. Okay. I don't like that much variance in it, so let's bring that down. Good enough. Sounds good. I'm actually going to time this up a little bit better. Good enough. Sweet. So now that we have that timed and EQ'd, let's get some compression on here so that we can smooth out the sound. Let's go do the FET and just smash the absolute heck out of this. Cool. Let's make it less loud. Supposed to be going along with that electric guitar that I played earlier. So now this is what's really gonna probably give it some magic. I think I'm gonna use a little bit of distortion here, but just like a little. Yeah, that's the right idea. Sure, feels good. Now the next thing we need to do is add an obnoxious amount of reverb to this and delay to this. Let's see if we can find a reverb that's going to work. The snare verb actually might work for this, but We'll just try the effects verb first. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that should be fine. Let me bring this a lot in. I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like it yet. I don't like this reverb for it. Let's see if I can use my... I don't want to use my real reverb. We don't want the drum verb. We don't want the van verb. Let's try the snare reverb. Might be a little brighter. Nah. You know what we're going to do? We're just going to use this, its own reverb. We're going to use... let's try the Quantec Room. I like this one. Okay, let's see how that feels in context. A little better. After this distortion, I think we're gonna go through and actually put kind of another style of distortion. Some high boost. Let's high boost the absolute heck out of like 8 to 10K here. Very wispy, yeah. Yeah, feels very ethereal, kind of dreamy. But it's too loud. Okay, let's see how that's sounding. Ward, if you're here, you're welcome to say hi in the chat. It's under the comments area. If you type in anything to that to the comments, I should be able to see it live. If you're here, you're welcome to say hi. And that's the writer of this song, and I'm so happy if you are here. I'm so happy to be able to bring your song to life, because I think you have some incredible ideas, incredible vision, and I'm just thankful that I get to partner alongside you. Might be a little overpowering. Sure, that'll work. It's just buried. That'll work. Okay, that works. I don't like how fast this comes out of the water, so what we're going to do is TW for the automation curve tool, and we're going to bring that out of the water a little slower, a little more gradually. Then TT for command tool. Yeah, we got to get these drums going at some point. Sounds terrible so far. It's a little cleaner, but not by much. I've got to figure out if I want to use some different samples. I just haven't made decisions yet on drums, but at least we have the right kind of deal locked in. Let me go ahead and get rid of these Ward loops that I wasn't sure where to put. Now I know I can put them in the drop. There we go. That's a little cleaner. All right, let's go back to the beginning, see if we can start figuring out some new problem-solving steps. We might start getting some risers. That crackly pad works really well here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's pretty big and in your face. All right, I think one thing that we probably should do is start to play some leads on this. Something like that could work. I don't know. No. Yeah, that's not bad. So we got boom. Then and then I'll have to do the tape stop effect with that too, but that's fine. I haven't done any side chaining to the kick or anything like that. I'm not even gonna side chain to the kick per se. I'm gonna have the side chain effect done with drawn in automation through gain. I like the control it gives me. Anyway, let's see if we can play this. I don't know. Then we've got I need to be careful because I'm going to use the tape stop effect for this, so I don't actually need to like roll off of it very hard. I just need to hold it. I just said I didn't need to roll off of it, and I did. Maybe. Let's see how that sounds in context. It's not bad. Let's see. I don't know that I like the line. That's a little better. Let's get this quantized to eighth note. Let's see how it sounds in context. Let's hear it on all of the synth lead sounds. It's okay, I guess. I really don't like the notes, the note specifically on this. It's okay, I guess. I hate it so far. I've got to figure out how to make this lead really work, because then we can copy and paste it for the rest of the song. I don't like it. It's not clean enough yet. I don't want to go down to that note. Maybe just come down to it here, then come right back. Maybe that's a better option. That's a little cleaner, actually. I don't mind it. Let's hear it in context, see how it sounds. I'm not sure that I love it yet. Let's see how it sounds with the vocals.
Chasing clouds in my head. 'Cause the sunburn.
It's got too much of a differing rhythm so far, and it's like, I don't mind that it's a little bit of a complementary rhythm, but it's just not working yet. The first half is fine of this. It's just like the last three notes here. That part's perfect. Ba 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 there. Oh. Okay. I think maybe I'm just gonna like play it again, because I can't figure out what I want yet. Let's try it. Oh, never mind. Forgot the rhythm. Okay, got it. Maybe. Let's try that. Whoops. It's closer, actually. I don't mind it. Let's go. One, two. Whoops. Maybe that's the play. Okay, I see what to do. All right, I'm going to play it again. We're close. Three, four. One, two. Well, I just got to play it right. Okay, that's way better. Good enough? Something like that might work. 2, 3. Yeah, I like that being off the beat on the second time. That'll work. I think that probably works 90% of what I wanted to do. With 90% of like the rhythmic things that I wanted here. Slow bend down. I see what I need to do. Let's get that pitch bend wheel. I think I just need to record it in. Uh-oh, that did not work. Okay, it's not going to work for me to do it individually. I just got to draw it in, I guess. Let's try that. That'll work for right now. I'm cool with this. We're just going to copy and paste this over to the appropriate place, delete it from the overarching channel. All right, I want to listen to my reference track real quick on this part. There we go. Okay, good enough. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to multi-effects, remix effects. We need to go to automation. We need to go to remix effects. We need to do tape stop on and off. And we can save some time here because we can already go find the remix effects. Uh-oh, positioning's here. Grab all of these guys. Let's see if these will now copy and paste appropriately to here. There we go. We got the remix effect. Yep, that works. Straight up, I think we need more pad, which is wild. I feel like this thing's like super loud, but... Let me do no drums here. I want to do ba ba. I got to think of how to fix this. Okay. Good enough. Let's see if that sounds better. I just wanted that extra little bum. Yeah. Oh yeah, we got to do this again. We got to do I see what I want to do. I don't like it. We're close. I just realized what we're going to do. There we go. So much smoother that way with that pitch bend there. I want to change this rhythm. Ba, 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 ba. I think that'll sound so much better. Which means we need to move this guy over here, like that. And we need this to also be moved over an eighth note. Hey, yo, that's pretty all right to start with, I think. I'm getting happier with this. Fine. There we go. Much cleaner. Fine. Oh. I think I'm gonna have this rhythm push again. So we have to bring this back, this back, this back, and this back. We gotta bring this right here, I think. There we go. All right, there we go. We are in a much better spot with our leads. Let's turn this way down now. It's fine for now. We're just... Okay, let's see how it sounds with the vocals now.
Dormant. I'm down chasing clouds in my head. 'Cause the sun burns the wings. I thought I needed to stay. Now I'm stitching the unraveling to make it made. So I can finally see the line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread. I can see the line of the golden thread.
Fine for right now. This will at least give us a good starting place. What I think I'd like to do, I think I'm okay with keeping this for right now. Part of me wants to go ahead and start doing some of the drums and then doing the side chaining to the drums.
I'm down chasing clouds in my head. 'Cause the sun, 'cause the sun, 'cause the sun.
Okay, that I don't want it to be quite so bombastic with the fills. Yeah, that feels already way smoother because I'm not trying to do too much here. The only thing I could do is add one more kick. Not sure that I like these kick sounds yet, but for right now, what I think I'm going to do is probably sidechain some of this stuff first. When I say sidechain, I actually just mean like draw in automations for a gain. So I'll show you what that looks like now. This would be fun, I think. So the first thing we're going to do is go get our automation. We need to go to gain. We need to get gain here. And what we need to do is take 2 points. Technically speaking, 3. Wait a minute. Why are you being weird? There we go. Huh? Oh, I see. It's just zoomed out. Okay. So we can lower this gain. Huh? Why you no work? Read, gain, gain. gain.
Cloud.
Something's not working right here. Maybe let's take that. Let's pull this way over here. Let's see if I can see it now. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and kill the vocals for a minute so we can hear the instruments right. Okay, good. Now it's working properly. I just need it to be faster. Good. Let's try that for right now. Next thing we need to do is add gain to each of these. Go to automation. Go to gain. Then I think we can just copy and paste this as long as I have the right starting place. Good enough for right now. I just want to test this to see if it actually sounds the way that I want it to sound. Sounds good. Let's look. Probably a little too aggressive, if I'm being honest, now that I'm hearing it. Either that or we can make it longer and more dramatic like that. I don't like it. Okay. Let's do the basses. Same thing. We're going to go to gain. We're going to add in gain here. We're going to copy that. Then pretty much paste it right there. Good enough. Okay, good enough. Maybe we'll try it just right here on these three. Can we do that? I guess. Yeah, it's better. We'll do it here. Here. And here. There we go. We're going to do it for every kick and snare here. The nice part is once we have this locked in, we can actually go and drop it in straight to here and have them all done at the same time. Let's try that. Yeah, it doesn't feel great. Doesn't feel great so far. So to tell you what, I'm actually going to just focus on I'm going to do it on the pads first, see if I can get those iterated first. Yeah, I'm going to get it locked in on the pad. See if I can maybe do it a little longer. Halfway point. Yeah, this feels a little bit better. Makes the kick feel nice and big. That's good. Okay, it's a little bit better regarding the I think the synth leads and pads and bass are sounding okay. The drums still like they're not where they're going to be eventually. But let's turn back the arrangement effects on. Let's listen to it from the beginning, see what else needs to be done, and then we start copying and pasting. This is just instruments and vocals. I think I want to put some delay on this as well. Make this like kind of a darker repeating delay. Bounce around to both sides of the headphones. There we go. We'll probably need to turn up the feedback, but we'll deal with that in a minute. Let's see how that sounds. You know what? I actually think we could probably stand to leave a little bit more of that high frequency range in there. Okay, that'll work. Gives a little bit of room for build. Okay. Saw the cowbell. Maybe I should just put one right there. Right in that big silence. Dook. That's where it goes. Another one right here. Cowbell. Dook. What's going on? Welcome, Daniel. I am so happy that I went through and did that automation for the synth lead. I just like did it on my pitch bend wheel. Bend that down. I think that really helped this sell this build here. 1, 2. I need to put in some arrangement effects and risers and stuff. Yeah, this is sounding better already than it was. We were in a bad spot earlier with everything regarding the synths, but I think now we've spent some time on it, and lo and behold, it's better. Let's see if we can... Okay. Here's what I want to do. I actually want to start building in some risers. I haven't actually done much of that yet. Okay, good enough. Okay, it's a little bit of a nice splash there. Silent one still a thing. No idea. I'm kind of a weird producer because I don't really like know much about anything. I'm like a musician first, and like I'm good at playing things, but as far as producing things, like I do a lot of things not traditionally by the book. I just want to make sure that it sounds good by the end. So I'm not sure if that's like a plugin or if that is a specific technique, but yeah, not sure. I just play everything from scratch. Like I literally got on my drum kit and played this drum pattern earlier just because like I can. Played the electric guitar earlier, and so yeah. Okay, let me see if I can figure out how. I want to see if I can. I forgot to listen to see how these vocals, this vocal synth thing that I just recorded. I just like did one of those. OG synth from 2010. I actually just figured out how to make some synths from scratch because I was so tired of the presets from Logic. I just like built it within Alchemy. So this all-in pad here, I just went through Alchemy, went to File, Initialize Preset, which gives you a blank slate. I drew in 2 different types of saws, and then source A and source B. I added some white noise to both, and then I added some sync, detuning some extra voices for some spread and some unison with just a little bit out of pitch. So this is what we came up with. I'm happy with the overall sound. I just gotta probably add another 1 or 2 mid-range synths to kind of get things rolling. So let me listen to it from the beginning. I gotta listen to whether or not my vocal synths here actually did anything that I wanted them to do.
Cheap coffee and the smell of old tobacco. An unkempt house where the walls feel
Synth.
hollow. Noise in print.
It's cool.
Analysis
Fine.
falls to the floor. Searching for a life I don't need anymore. The storm inside turned to single vision, moving the complexity from without to within.
I need a refill and drink.
The storm inside turned to single vision, moving the complexity from without to within. I'm done chasing clouds in my head.
I'm not happy with this vocoder yet. It's got too many mid frequencies. So it's just making the lead vocal not have as much like focus and punch. Like I want the vocoder to be loud, but I don't want it to like, it's got too much twang and too much boxiness in it.
I'm done chasing clouds in my head, 'cause the sun burns the wings I thought I needed to spread. Now I'm stitching the unraveling to make it now.
Maybe that'll help a little.
I'm done chasing clouds in my head, 'cause the sun burns the wings I thought I needed to spread. Now I'm stitching the unraveling to make it mend, so I can finally see the light of the golden thread. The light of the golden thread. The light of the golden thread. I can see the light of the golden thread.
Maybe taking down the foreman a little bit, turning up the harmonic, maybe that'll get rid of some of that twang.
And I'm done chasing clouds in my head, 'cause the sun burns the wings I thought I needed to spread. Now I'm stitching the unraveling to make it mend, so I can finally see the light of the golden thread. The light of the golden thread. The light of the golden thread. I can see the light of the golden thread. And I'm done chasing clouds in my head, 'cause the sun burns the wings I thought I needed to spread. Now I'm stitching the unraveling to make it mend, so I can finally see the light of the golden thread. The light of the golden thread. The light of the golden thread. The light golden thread.
What if I just turned off the vocoder for all that?
Light of the golden thread. The light of the golden thread.
I don't know.
The light of the golden thread.
Of course, I haven't done any like delay throws yet or put anything else in it, but
The light of the golden thread. The light of the golden thread. The light of the golden thread. I'm chasing clouds in my head, 'cause the sun burns the wings I thought I needed to spread. Now I'm stitching the unraveling to make it mend, so I can finally see the light of the golden thread. The light of the golden thread. The light of the golden thread. I can see the light of the golden thread. I'm done chasing clouds in my head, 'cause the sun burns the wings I thought I needed to spread. Now I'm stitching the unraveling to make it mend, so I can finally see the light of the golden thread. The light of the golden thread.
okay, we'll try that. See if that helps.
I'm done chasing clouds in my head, 'cause the sun burns the wings I thought I needed to spread. Now I'm stitching the unraveling to make it mend, so I can finally see the light of the golden thread. The light of the golden thread. the light of the golden day.
Okay, it's good enough for right now. I like it. I'll keep it for right now.
Cheap coffee and the smell of old
Probably gonna play more of this electric guitar in the build.
storm inside.
Yeah, that's what I think this needs. Some good old EG. Oh, let's see if I can actually play it live. Oh. Funny enough, being sick with a cold really knocks it out of you. Go figure. That's why I have not been online. Just had a nasty, gross cold. Still recovering from it. My voice isn't back yet, but like, I don't really need it at this point, and especially for just like small little background vocal type things. Okay, we're gonna get this here so we can hear ourselves. Okay.
Anymore, the storm inside turned to single vision, moving the complexity from without to within. The storm inside turned to single vision, moving the complexity from without to within. I'm dying chasing.
Yeah, something like that might really help the build come along. I like that little slide.
The storm side turned to single vision, moving the complexity from without to within. The storm inside turned to single vision, moving the complexity from without to within.
Wonder if that sounded okay. Let's see how it sounds in context.
The storm inside turned to single, moving the complexity from without to within. The storm inside.
I like it, but I'm gonna change some of the notes that I played. I think some of it's pretty alright. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Okay, let's try it. I actually don't hate this part. Okay, let's get it recorded in. Here we go.
Need anymore. The storm inside.
Well, you know, I gotta hit the right note. Actually, I'm gonna turn up the input gain just a little bit of my guitar. Check, check. There we go. All right, here we go.
Need anymore. The storm inside turned to single vision, moving the complexity from without to within. The storm inside turned to single vision, moving the complexity from without to within.
It's pretty close, actually. Let me go one more time. I messed up the order of one of those notes.
Need anymore. The storm inside turned to single vision.
Bruh.
Need anymore. The storm inside turned to single vision, moving the complexity from without to within. The storm inside turned.
Pretty cool. I like the vibe that this gives. I might use the middle pickup instead of the treble one. Yeah, it gives a little more brightness.
Need anymore. The storm inside
I messed that one up. Let me go back and just do... I'll just start it right there. I played it correctly up to that point. So we can just go back from there.
Complexity from without to within. The storm inside.
A little late, but it was correctly played.
Complexity from without to within. The storm inside turned to single vision. Moving the complexity from without to within.
I think I needed to keep rolling that.
Within. I turned to single vision.
I think I'm going to start from right here. I don't actually want to go up to that high octave. I want to do boom, boom, ba, boom, ba, boom, ba, boom, ba, and leave it right there. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do to make things sound a little smoother, a little cleaner. Okay. Yeah, I think that's what we'll play.
Complexity out to within.
I can turn off the reverb afterwards, so I can play all the way to the end.
Complexity out to within.
Yep, that's fine. I just have to turn off the reverb through automation. But that should get us a nice clean guitar part, electric guitar part that we can just kind of like ride through here.
Or the storm inside turned to single vision, moving the complexity from without to within.
I want to quantize this to get it a little more in time. We'll do that real quick. That's a worthy thing of our time. Man. Yeah, it should be eighth note that I'm going to quantize to. All right, let's get this done with. I'm going to pull this up temporarily just so we can hear it better. Yeah. It's fine. Doesn't have to be literally perfect. I can already see that I want to take this out. Ready, and. It's fine. All right, let's hear the build. 2, ready, and. Yep, that works. I'm so happy with that. That feels great. Let's hear it in context. I'm going to bring back down the volume.
Cheap coffee and the smell of old tobacco. And unkempt
Yeah, the electric
house
feels good here.
where the walls feel hollow. Noise in print, analysis falls to the floor. Searching for a life I don't need.
Then we have the build guitar.
Anymore. The storm inside turned to single vision. complexity from without to within. The storm inside turned a single vision.
Yeah, it's starting to bring some heat there.
The complexity from without to within. I'm done chasing clouds in my head.
Hits.
Cause the sun burns the wings. I thought I needed to stay. Now I'm stitching
Those toms sound terrible.
to make it made. So I can finally see the line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread. I can see the line of the golden thread.
Okay, we're gonna put the impact kick and here.
Golden thread.
It's fine. Maybe we do the boom here. Why not? Let's do it just on like a quarter note though.
The line of the golden thread.
Fine. We need to get some risers and fallers.
I'm done chasing clouds in my head.
Cool, love that. Let's paste this right on the drop, and then we're gonna go to reverse. Brother. Out of it.
Golden thread.
Sure. That'll work for right now, just as a placeholder.
The line of the golden thread.
This needs more movement. Yeah, we're just gonna make an ARP out of this, I think. And we're probably gonna put this up an octave. Let me rephrase, we're gonna put this up an octave.
The line of the golden thread.
Let's see how that sounds. I want to get some movement in here, like dun 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 dun. That sounds terrible. Let's get this down an octave, I guess. Maybe we can use Ward's loops for this to get more motion. Let's try it. Let's automate this in. Okay, this is probably good for right now. I will come back a little bit later, probably in like 30 minutes. I'm gonna get a quick refill on my drink and then take a quick break, and then I will come back. I'm supposed to be teaching starting at 4 p.m. Eastern. I've got clients until 8, so I probably won't won't stream again until till tomorrow after. Well, I might come back in an hour though. But anyways, yeah, I will be back shortly. Thank you guys so much for coming.